This is Sarah,
Hi.
my SO, significant other, and this week is acceptance. Well, watch it. and so yeah, let's get right into it. Um, how did you feel when I first told you that I was trans?
Well, we were
The
wasted.
50th time we're making this video. Watch my. Got it.
So we were wasted, and so I didn't care at that time when you tried to tell me. I
Mhm.
had no idea what you were trying to say. So I learned what being trans meant as I got to know you. So it was pretty easy to accept, I would say.
What do you think the best thing about dating someone who is trans is?
Um, kind of like you see both sides of things. Like, I don't know. Well, first, we definitely have like an open mind, I would say, more so than other people
Hmm.
because you have to, kind of.
Yeah. There's probably some ignorant trans people out there. I just don't really know like who. It's like there's ignorant gay people and ignorant straight. There's ignorant everyone.
Why is there ignorant people in the world?
Yeah, I don't know. I want peace, love, and happiness.
Me too.
Yeah. So what's the worst thing about dating someone who's trans?
Taking you places, jeez. Can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Can't go anywhere where they had gendered
Bathrooms.
bathrooms.
Yeah. It's strong. Well, now that I use men's bathrooms pretty frequently, so it's alright. But in some spaces, it's not okay to use them because we hang out with like all straight people and straight everything. So it's like I don't know. It's more or so awkward because some people read me as male and some people read me as female, and it's can be very challenging. So that sucks. Do you feel like you have a new appreciation for the gay community, like as a whole, like lesbian, gay, bi, queer people after dating me?
Yeah, I mean, I never really judged them before, but I also never, like, opened my mind to them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, I didn't even know what trans was. I still don't think I really understand what queer means, and I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So how do you feel like when you have to tell other people? Like, do you feel like you're on the defense like as soon as you tell people, or do you feel like you like how do you go about telling people about like our situation if it's needs to be brought up?
Yeah, like I definitely try to avoid having to say you're trans. Like
Mm-hmm.
now I just try saying like, oh, he is my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously I'm gonna like defend you if someone tries saying otherwise. And I definitely try doing it in like a knowledgeable way because I'm not very confrontational anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't want anyone talking bad about you or therefore trans people in general.
Yeah.
So how would you like to be accepted? Like what could people do to make you feel more accepted, like when introducing you or just in general in life?
I feel like using James and the proper pronouns that helps a lot. Um,
Do you judge people, like whether they accept you or not, if they do use pronouns, like their
no,
correct
because I
pronouns?
understand pronouns are a hard thing to do for people who knew me prior. For new people, if they disregard the fact that I already put it out there that I, you know, obviously use male pronouns and stuff, if they use female, then yeah, I think that's not supportive, and I think that they're just being rude because I don't know if someone walked up to me and maybe I perceived their gender as male, but they used female pronouns, I would automatically switch that because that's what they have introduced themselves as.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want someone coming up to
Yeah,
me and
like I
saying, "Oh,
know.
he said this."
Like I try to explain it like to people like the whole pronoun thing like because they're always like it's so hard for me to get your pronouns right and stuff and it's like how hard would it be for you to be called like he all day long when you're a she or a like or
Vice
she
versa.
when you're yeah vice versa like how weird would that feel for you all day like imagine like going through that and being like that's like weird especially in like public places like that's
So,
weird.
like when you first heard, like when you first found out trans, like what it was, did you even accept it? Like, did did you want to identify as that? Like, was it? It was hard for you to accept it. I know.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know.
Were you ever
I
like,
never
damn,
identify.
that's me?
Yeah, like I never like the word lesbian, and I never really like felt like I identified with it. But society pushes you into these boxes, and like that's the closest box that I could find, just because I knew that I like women. So it was like weird, and I feel like if I would have known trans existed earlier than when I had found it out, then I probably would have lived a lot different of a life, and I would have been way farther in transition, and I don't know, I would have had a whole different outlook. Because I really had like a lot of self hatred when I was like identifying as a lesbian. Said like that whole acceptance, personal acceptance for me for that was horrible. But once like trans was out, it was just like, fuck, that kind of sucks. It's not as easy as being a lesbian, but I mean, fuck it. I don't know. I feel like now I accept it like 100%. It's still like hard and it's still like awkward in a lot of situations and it's a lot to deal with, but I feel like it's true to myself so I can be happier. Like rather than if I was still identifying as a lesbian, I wouldn't be happy and I'd still have a lot of that self-hatred. Do you feel like you're accepting to other people now, like more like you don't judge them on not just like being gay or whatever, but like you don't take them for your perception? Like, do you wait more for them to identify now?
I don't wait for them to identify. I don't think I really judge anyone to begin with. I don't, like, my views don't really change once I find out, like, who they are. Clearly, like, I met you as she,
Mm-hmm.
but I still wanted to talk to you anyways. And then as I
Yeah,
got
true.
to know you, I learned that you were trans, and then we went from there.
True.
How about you? Do you
I
think you're
de-
more accepting?
yeah, I definitely think that I'm more accepting because it's opened up my eyes, and the more that I read and the more I you know, come out of that ignorant shell, and I expand my knowledge more on the subject. I find out that there's more than just heterosexual FTMs and heterosexual MTFs. Like there's a lot. Like not only is it like there's not only like one way to transition. Like not everyone has to go to the medical route, and like it doesn't like make them any less valid of identifying as trans if they're you know not medically transitioning or surgically or even naturally. Like if they just want to identify as male or female and they don't do any alterations to how they live their life now.
And you're okay with that? Like, you don't judge?
Nah, like I'm not gonna judge them. I don't find them any less like valid. Like I personally wanted to take the medical route. A lot of people don't, so I don't judge them. A lot of people just don't get top surgery, or I'm not really like that up on my male to female um, stuff, like transsexual wise. But also, there's not just transsexuals. There's genderqueers and non-gender conforming people and all in between gray areas. Like not like trans is the umbrella spectrum. So there's all different kinds of identities that are in there. So yeah.
You got it. Okay. Bottom line, I accept you.
I don't accept you. So yeah, that's us talking on acceptance. Comment and let us know about your opinions on acceptance. How do you feel? Do you disagree with anything we said? Do you agree with anything that we said? Do you feel like we left some stuff out? Obviously, we left a lot of stuff out. We're kind of like, we're just, nah, I'm late, so I wanted to get this in. But.
And you ramble.
And
Too much about
see, I'm fucking rambling
topic.
now. I always fucking ramble. They all know I fucking ramble.
Sorry, guys.
So.
I live with it every day.
Yeah.
I accept it.
But yeah. So let us know how you feel, and if you have any like good stories of like people accepting you, or some like shitty ass stories about like people not accepting you and putting you out. But yeah, get on my personal channel too. There's gonna be new videos there. Okay, it's Mr. James. It's me, Mr. James. Damn, I still fuck up that name. All right, closet. Check you later. Say bye.
Bye.